Hello everyone, it's your favorite programming error that just refuses to be fixed, Code here. Now, today is the day where we're gonna be watching Underverse 0.6. I've honestly been wanting to watch this for a while, but I haven't gotten around to it until now. Now, when you see this video, I will probably have recorded it the very same day you're viewing it. Well, that is if you're watching it on the day it gets uploaded. So yeah, I'll upload it the same day as I record it. I'll try to at least. Now, Underverse 0.6. The previous episode was amazing, though I have heard that apparently not everyone said that this episode was as great as the previous ones. Now, I don't know anything about that. I'll be the judge of that. Now, be aware that this is just a reaction video. If you don't like the fact that this is a reaction video, then go watch the original. And by all means, I will not be reading the character dialogue out loud. I'll be reading it to myself, because if I read it out loud, then I have to focus on doing voices, and I will likely miss even more details than I would just watching it. Now, with that out of the way, let's just watch the video. I'm excited for this. Let's begin in 3, 2, 1, and go. It's been a while since I heard the opening as well. The Season 2 opening. Now, it's been a while since the previous episode came out, so a lot of work must have gone into this, and I'm super excited. But for now, based on the video game Undertale by Toby Fox, if you couldn't tell, I really want to know where the story goes from here. I am so curious. Last time there was this huge fight between the XTALE cast and the Undertale cast, specifically Muffet and Metaton. And Muffet pulled a full-on Dio. Muffet was just like, Zawado! And then everything froze, and then everyone died. And Metaton just straight up ate people's souls. Right! I keep forgetting that Gino and Fatal Error are gonna be appearing in this season. Which I am also super excited for. Because those are some pretty nice characters. In fact, all these characters are nice. But yeah, it be time. Sans, right. Sans just basically gave up in the previous episode, if I remember correctly. He was just like, yeah, no, we don't stand a chance here. We're just their plaything. Underverse. Let's go. Let's see what this is all about. What is this episode gonna be about? The aftermath of the fight? Maybe? Because Frisk and Asgore and Papyrus and basically everyone decided to head off to the city after what was going on. And they didn't get in touch with Metaton anymore. Well, that looks like a glitchy mess. Oh no, indeed. So, what are you gonna do now? Of course, everyone hyped about the ambassador. Frisk, let's go. Because that's what hype is all about. That's what you're gonna be hyped about. The ambassador knows everything. Frisk should know everything, of course. The all-knowing being that is Frisk. I mean, the power of determination is pretty intense, but wait. Oh my god, they're alive. But how are they partially corrupted like this? What's up with them? What's this partial corruption all about? I really want to know what this partial corruption is about now. Is it just visual? What's up with them? Oh. A break, huh? You're loosening up control? And then Muffet let them go, is that what's going on? And 8 is waiting, huh? Huh. Did Muffet free them and let them go when they were supposed to die there? Free myself after they left, of course. Okay. So, what about the others? There were a bunch of cocoons there. Oh, no, it's getting worse. I want to know what happens when the corruption fully spreads. Are they just also under Gaster's control then? And FRISK is just zoning out right now. FRISK? Oh. You could, but that would probably just freak them out even more. So, what's it gonna be? Oh, that's how you're manipulating FRISK. I see. Giving them the option to save others if they work with you. That would be the way to do it. Is the reason why people didn't like this episode so much because it's more plot heavy and there's no action? Is that why? Because that's not necessarily a bad thing, but right now it seems very plot oriented. Also the Omega timeline. Nice. Is that where we're gonna meet Gino? I think that might be where we meet Gino. Also nice to see Cross again, by the way. Didn't see him in the previous episode, I think. Oh my god, look at them! Some of these characters look adorable. Oh, this is where all the rejects go, basically. I think, isn't the Omega timeline where those characters go whose universes either died or their universes never got finished, like scrapped work? I'm not too familiar with the Omega timeline because I haven't ever seen anything on it, really. But I think it's where scrapped works go and, well, apparently when universes get destroyed. And Gino probably went there because he never got to live in his universe because, you know, he was just a fragment of Sans. So bringing him to the Omega timeline would be the safest place for him, I think. Well, that is if he could survive here, because technically the only reason Gino survives is because he's in the void and not part of any timeline. And the Omega timeline is, by definition, a timeline. So would Gino die if he went here? I don't know. Ah! But this is so cute. The Omega timeline does seem like a really nice place to be. Suddenly lost their homes because of what just happened. So yeah, a lot of them here are also here because of the X event. I mean, look at all the different characters in here. How many references could you point out if you looked into it? Like, honestly, I feel like most of these universes are just very, very obscure. Most of the universes shown in the Omega timeline here are probably very obscure, but nice little references. Is that epic? Never mind, not all of them are too obscure. Wait. Wait. Wait, did they already meet people from the Omega timeline? Wow. That's a big dump. Okay. So there was more going on with alternate universes in the past. Huh. He was able to see parts of the future? Well, that seems problematic, if that led him down this path. Oh well. Also, that's Swaptorial, if I'm not mistaken, right? I think he's gonna listen. I think he's in a slump right now and he won't listen to anyone. I mean, it would be nice if he went back up and fought for the good side this time. Considering how he was the main enemy of Season 1 for most of it, basically. Until Gaster came along. But yeah, Cross was basically the main antagonist for Season 1. So let's see him join the good guys now. Toby? Really? Really? Throwing at Toby like that? Or did the Cloud have sunglasses? Did I see that correctly? And was posing? Oh well. Wow. Yeah, give Nightmare a chance but not Dream, of course. Well, back then his actions were influenced by Kara. Also, you put stuff in your eye sockets. Wow. In your eye socket. How nice. Ah, probably still better than anything I could draw. You quit? Honestly, I feel that, especially considering this looks like such a nice place to live. Why would you get out and fight again? Maybe that's just the coward talking from me, but you know, I am a coward, so I get Cross at this point. Plus, considering he fought so much already. Oh. Oh, what are they scheming? To the White Void? What? Grandpa? Oh, to get darker, darker, but Grandpa? Like, literally? Like, did FRISK have children, or is it just, you know, metaphorical because FRISK is like one of the oldest Frisks, and this FRISK just took to calling FRISK Grandpa? I don't know. That's definitely dream talking. That ball of sunshine and happiness over there. Yup. Very literal in that case, of course. Though not so much happiness, but definitely still a ball of sunshine. Yeah, speaking of ink, can you just force him to drink up his emotions again? Because he needs those emotions. Because otherwise, you see how insane he got. And that don't be a good thing. I also think it's interesting how in this series Ink is kind of not a full-on hero. Are you sure you're not gonna make the same mistake again? And Nightmare's coming in. Of course Nightmare's coming. Standoff. Who are you gonna choose? Dream or Nightmare? You're choosing Nightmare, I guess. Come on. Come on, Cross. Stab Nightmare in the back. I know you can do it. I know you have it in you. Yeah, you honestly think he ever causes enough trouble? He never causes enough trouble. He just keeps going. Oh! And they're both here. Couldn't get away from them, huh? There even is action in this. I don't know why people didn't like it, honestly. Yikes. Also, Killer using Gaster blasters? I thought he got rid of his ability to use them. But apparently no, he can still use them, unless he regained his ability. Come on, Cross. You're trying to corrupt Dream as well? Or you're just trying to kill him? What is it? Trying to corrupt him or trying to kill him? And look at that! Cross is finally deciding to fight. So, what gave you the motivation? Oh? Oh, and Gaster's coming in? This is not going according to Gaster's plan, I feel like. Okay. Okay, go off, Cross. They're both taking hits like hell. Oh. He was definitely talking to Gaster at that moment. That button you pulled out of your ass can only refer to the override button. You're really watching them, huh? Who even are you, by the way? A barrier that alters reality, and they did that unconsciously. Okay, then. Suffering that makes nightmares stronger. Oh, so that's why they're taking hits like hell and not dying. Because it's just altering rules. Oh? Again, who are you? I don't know who you are, little girlie. I'm assuming that's a girl. Could be a boy. In which case, I'm sorry for assuming. Definitely referring to Gaster there. You can tell by the color of you. I mean, you were kind of the big threat in the first season. But you were kind of manipulated into doing what you did. So, you know, it's not necessarily your fault. Though you could have tried a little harder. Listen to Dream here. Join the good side. I know you got it. Also, is our Nightmare and Killer just watching this right now, or is... Well, Nightmare would be one to watch, definitely. He is not one to take action unless he absolutely needs to. And I feel like Killer is currently trying to recover. Ah, little Nightmare and Dream. You were strong, he still is pretty strong. And a Royal Guard. I mean, considering he was able to fight against Killer, and Killer is a pretty powerful Sans, considering he actually gained EXP and LV. Unlike most Sanses who are just like, well, who don't kill unless a human literally kills everyone else because of a promise. Which is why Killer and Dust are very threatening, because they do actually kill for EXP. And they do actually grow stronger with battle after battle that they win. So Cross being able to stand up to Killer like this, respect. And there we go. Wow. Of course Dream would be way older, considering he was one of the protectors of the multiverse for the longest time. Yokara, what's up, by the way? Undyne, you're still under control? Yeah, looks like it. Can any of you say something yourself rather than just having Gaster speak through you? For once, breaking out of it, maybe? Wow. And now Nightmare's taking action. Is Nightmare trying to manipulate him to join his side again? I feel like he wants to have Cross at his disposal again, because despite everything, Cross is super powerful and Nightmare would definitely want to make use of that power to hurt others. Wow. Wow. Yeah, Nightmare's just on a whole nother level compared to Killer. Oh, won't they? Because yeah, Nightmare was a multiversal being for a long time. Whereas Killer is just along for the ride on this. Also, it makes... I was not aware that Nightmare could do this kind of stuff. This shape-shifting, illusion-like stuff. But it would make sense for him. But it's really interesting. Was not aware of this. Honestly, why do people think this episode is meh? I think this looks incredible. Like, look at this. Look at this action right now. We got plot, we got action, we got everything. I honestly get why these episodes take forever to animate. Like, seriously. Oh? Using the Gaster Blaster to propel yourself, huh? Using the Gaster Blaster to propel yourself into Nightmare. Rather than actually using the Gaster Blaster to aim at him. Wow. And Kiwi! Of course, if you got Kiwi on your side, then you gotta win. You gotta win if you got Kiwi on your side. I saw the finale of the Interloper series. Kiwi is powerful, and if Kiwi is giving you the power of friendship, then you know you gotta win. I think Kiwi might actually be the most powerful being in the Undertale multiverse. But the fact that Kiwi is just such a, you know, joking character and is never gonna go all out means that Kiwi is not gonna be a real threat. Or a real player for the good side either, because Kiwi just likes to fool around. Which is why, honestly, Kiwi being the most powerful does not mean Kiwi is gonna be a massive player ever. Unless in Interlopers, kind of. Also, they beat Nightmare, but as he says, he's gonna come. He's already regenerating. He's already regenerating. Like, can you even kill Nightmare? Or is he just completely unkillable? I feel like Nightmare might just literally be unkillable. Even if you take him out without any ability to regenerate. According to his dialogue, I feel like he can reform as long as there's fear and hatred and all that kind of stuff in the multiverse. And there's always going to be at least one universe where that's the case. One single timeline and one single universe in this infinite multiverse. If one single person feels any kind of negative emotion, Nightmare will be able to reform, apparently. That's what I got out of this. Which means Nightmare is just basically immortal. I'm not sure if the exact same is true for Dream, for positive emotions. But it would make sense if it was. It would make sense if those two are just basically immortal beings. Gaster, why are you here? He stepped in. Wait, Gaster stepped in during the fight? I didn't even notice, honestly. And Kara's also getting curious. I see that. Yeah, this version of Gaster doesn't seem like the kind of person who would trust others. Wow. Look at all those different Gaster versions. Freedom. Of course he wants to continue, he's a perfectionist. He's not gonna give up on something. He's gonna keep this going until he gets what he wants. He's stubborn because he's a perfectionist, that's all you need to know. You're back? You look a little torn up. Honestly, guys, if you can call out all the different Undertale multiverse references in this, that would be impressive. Like, honestly, feel free to point out all the different universes shown in this that you recognized. Feel free to point all those out in the comments. I'm kind of curious myself as to what I might have missed. Because there are so many AUs shown in the Omega timeline. And again, I feel like most of them are probably pretty obscure. Oh. Also new look for him, nice. Between the AUs in this place. So the Omega timeline has different AUs within itself? Is that what you're trying to say? Or is it just access points to different AUs from this place? I think it's different AUs to access, you can access from this place. Ink? Really? The anti-void. Oh my god, no. It's him. You're the escort. You're escorting Cross to Ink. Out of all the people, it has to be fresh. Alright, Cross. Time to go. Start your journey on the good side. Fresh. How can one character be so amazing, yet also feel so cringy at the same time? I don't know. Fresh probably the only one who can pull that kind of stuff off. Well, one of very few people who can pull it off, at least. Well, shouldn't have said anything. That's gonna end badly. And that's it. That's the end of the episode. Okay, then. Well, that was Underverse 0.6. I'm gonna leave the video running as always until the end. This is also the time where I'm gonna be able to start my discussion with some nice background music at least. Also, who knows, maybe there's gonna be an after credits scene. You never know. You never know until you know, you know. Anyway, this episode honestly felt pretty amazing. We also got some setup for what's to come. We got a bunch of plot. Though the overall story didn't progress too much in the main universe. Because I feel like, yeah, in the main universe not much happened. Some people got away and now everyone is aware of the duplicates that showed up. But that's about it. We got some character development for Cross, which was needed. We got some pretty nice action scenes, I have to admit, especially the fight against Nightmare, in my opinion, looked amazing. Like, honestly, the fight against Nightmare was just super amazing. The visuals and everything got another glimpse at some of Nightmare's powers that I didn't know he had before. We got to see a bunch of different AU characters who, again, feel free to point out all the different AUs that were shown there, if you recognize them, because I do be kind of curious though. We also got Epic Sans as a somewhat more relevant character in the Omega timeline. Although I feel like his appearance within the Omega timeline is going to be his only real appearance, because otherwise he would have been in the opening. So he's only gonna be one of the more relevant ones within the Omega timeline plot. Whereas we still haven't seen Gino yet, but I feel like that's gonna be happening sooner or later. when they were talking about the anti-void, I felt like that was basically the setup we needed, because Geno, we know he lives in the void, so he doesn't die. So I feel like we might be meeting him pretty soon. Pretty soon. Haven't seen Arrow in a while as well, sadly. Despite the fact that I really like him, but he'll reappear at some point. Oh, also, here we go. That's where all this stuff is getting called out. All the different universes. Inverted Fate, Kitsune Tale, honestly, I can't even read that all, but I'm gonna have to check that out at some point. So many universes. Like, honestly. Undertop? Do characters in Undertop just all have top hats and that's it? You can definitely tell that some of these universes are basically just gags. Just little gag universes.
Secret missions? I wonder what kind of things he forced us to do in the multiverse before the X event.
Voices? Hang on a second. We got voice acting now? To some degree? Okay, we got a post-credit scene, which, nice. I have no idea what that was all about, but we got voices. We got so many characters, we got so much set up. Honestly, this episode felt amazing, but I don't have anything more to say other than what I already called out during the credits. I feel like Geno is gonna show up soon. I feel like Arrow has to show up at some point after we meet Geno, maybe even before that, we'll see. Because the creation of Fatal Error is caused by an interaction between Geno and Arrow. Now, I'm not sure if Arrow and Geno fused to create Fatal Error. Now, I'm not sure about that. I don't remember. It's been far too long since I watched anything on Fatal Error. But I know that Fatal Error's creation is based on Arrow interacting with Geno. And that Geno gets turned into Fatal Error. Now, again, I'm not sure if Geno getting turned into Fatal Error is caused by him fusing with Error. But, again, we'll see. And, Fatal Error could just be yet another alternate universe version. And Geno and Fatal Error could exist in the same time. Just coming from different timelines. Again, confusing stuff. Also, Fresh Ink is gonna be appearing. So, there's so much gonna be happening that I don't even know how that's gonna come into play or when that's gonna come into play. But I am really looking forward to it. Also, we got that strange glitchy stuff that happened to some people. Again, I don't know what happens once that glitch fully envelops them. I feel like they might just also fall under the control of Gaster, just giving him basically more puppets at his disposal. Which, to be fair, puppets are usually Arrow's thing, but I guess Gaster liked that idea and just ran with it. Honestly, I'm looking forward to the next episode, which, as we know, is gonna take forever to come out. But, it's gonna be amazing. However, this is the end of this episode, and it's the end of my reaction to this episode. Now, if you liked the reaction video, be sure to tell me by leaving a like and a comment. Be sure to point out anything that I missed, or any of your theories as to what's gonna come next. Because I'm curious as to what your thoughts are on all of this. Now, that's it on my part. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time. Bye!